I'll just say a few words about how I paint. You'll notice I don't paint like most other painters who do watercolour. I like to say now I'll do a painting of remember when I used to go down the canal from the village I lived in next to the canal and the River Douglas, and it goes to it's called the Leeds and Liverpool, and it's far down goes towards Ormskirk, and there was a cattle bridge across. There's a name for these. They're like they swing across so that the farmer can take his cattle across. But I'll try and remember it and do it for you. And now you can. It's a pretty quick drying paper. This. I don't work like other paint. I don't draw, but I draw like as though I'm using the brush as a pencil, and also I plan the positions more or less of where I'm going to put things. Now say you can just wet a bit on your paper top like that, and then you'll mix your blue. Say I'm going to mix the blue now, say that's a Windsor blue, and I'll put some other blue with it like that, or a little bit of Payne's grey here, see, with it. And what I'll do, I'll start doing the blue part, leaving the clouds areas, but what I'm looking at now is the colour of the blue. I'm not pasting it on, I'm making it so you can see through it, can you see? And I've gone a bit darker than you think you should have gone. I've gone darker than normal. You would say, oh, you go so dark. You go darker than what you think. So I pushed it darker than what I think. Now I'm just going to get a little bit of light red and touch the cloud, but I put a little bit of ochre into it. Now you see, it's same again. You can see through that. Don't paste it on, because what I do, I try and make it your colours and your paints so you can see through them. I know a different technique than other people, and I'll show you what I mean. Now I say I do the sky now, and I've lightened it towards the bottom by adding the dip in water like that. Okay, now say the canal, I want to put the canal in here, so I'll start from about 3/4, a third up like that, and then again I'll get some same colour, keep it at the same colour. If you want a bit of ultramarine and a bit of Payne's grey, that'll do it fine. Now be careful about keeping it the same depth of colour as well. Of course it'll be something like the colour of the sky there. Now you can leave it there if you want for that cloud. Don't be too putty, but keep it clear. Don't paste it on. Don't have it pasted. Now this is where your canal side of your canal is there. That's the canal going up there, coming round here, and coming right down to the bottom here. But reeds all along that side of the canal bank, right on the side here. Now can you see, don't paste, let me tell you, you're not pasting it on with the way I paint. You paint like this, and you don't try and get different colours on top of one another if you can help it. So we'll bring that round there now, and we'll take it in a little bit there, so that, and then we'll bring it round here so your canal bank's coming round this way to about here. There we are. Now let's have it. If you want, you can scrub a bit out just for your cloud, just like that, you see. But what I'm telling you now is, don't have thick paint. Now that blue I'm using there now, all I'm going to do is, I'm going to get some sienna and put it in it like that. But that's not the green you want, so what you'll do, you'll put your teal or whatever, but that's way too. Get your yellow into it. There you see what comes into it. A very. Now you want to try and get this green, brown it down with a bit of brown. But what you want to try and do is keep it in a greener cast. Don't have it too thick, as I keep telling you. Bring it over to about here, like this. We'll have it a little bit lighter. I'll just put a little bit of I'll have to start relaxing a bit now. Just well, I'll try and talk as much as I can. Right. We'll need that over there, see. Like that, then breaking off to here. Keep it going. It's a little bit different colour, but you don't need bother. Now I'm drawing with my brush, but it's all soft. Now that colour's not quite like that, so I'm going to go over this here, just about here, and bring it in about the same colour. Here we're going to have reeds. There's a lot of reeds there. Okay, so I'm going to have a cottage in it. The farmer's cottage, and it'll be about here, not dead centre, and we're going to have a tree over this side which is not going to be too strong, on the tree round that there and there. So we'll dry that off now. Painting now, can you see? So just we're going to put the cottage here, so I'll put a little bit of I'll just put the walls of the cottage here for a starter, about here, not to, no, this have it clear. It'll all come together in a minute. We'll have it that size, and we'll put a little outhouse next to it there. So that's your cottage there, and we'll have it coming down here there, on the gable end there. Not too big of a gable end, but there. So now we'll just dry that off. If you want, while we've got that there, just do that. Don't go tight. A minute. Just let's catch some of this palette running. Okay, now we'll put a hill in the background, and we'll use some, all we're using, Margaret, is ultramarine, yeah, got it? Alizarin, got it? Ultramarine, alizarin. Now if that's a little bit dark, it doesn't matter, but make sure it's not pasty. And we're coming from here, aren't we? This is where the other side of the cottage, so we'll come in here like this. You can still see through it, but don't have it pasty. That's alright. Now then, we could have it to walk from here. That's enough, I think. That's alright. That'll be okay. Now you can just wet your brush a bit. Just put that there if you want, like that. Right, now then, we want, we put the cottage here. Just dry that. It's nice to keep it dry. Then you can glaze over it. But when you're glazing over it, don't use it thick. So use gentle paint. Now looking at that, we're okay for a row of trees there and a row of trees here. And some depth under here and there, and some darker shadows here of reeds coming down. Now, just about here, we can just about make out a couple of, just to go across here, just a little bridge, a low bridge, swing bridge, and a nice tree there. So let's have a see now. If you want to be safe and don't worry about what colour you need, just set it. You can use umber, any kind of earth colour. So you put it, say, here. Now I'll just put a little bit of light red in this bit. Okay. So just leave it like that. Everything goes that way and that way. And that way. Okay, now that I told you about that. Now here, get some burnt umber. And there's your burnt umber, see, and the blue is your ultramarine. Pour in it, look how it goes darker, can you see? Now you can go a bit thicker with this, but don't go mad. And then for a start, we'll just make a bit of a start on here. Give it just a bit of a burring. Right. And just have a few. Right. Now here, bit stronger one here. There you are. We'll strengthen that up in a bit. Right. Straighten this up a little bit. Okay there. Not too much. Right, now I'll pour a little bit more. That green's got a nice colour now, hasn't it? So I'll get a bigger brush out again. I am using size 12 brushes. They'll wear down, but you have to use big brushes. That's the one I was using. I can use any. That one, though, see, is a size 12 Princeton Neptune, size 12. Nice brush that, so you know. Now let's put a little bit of colour into this greenery here. Now we'll get a little bit of if you want, get your blue again. I'm sorry, blue, there, see. Then a bit of your yellow. Use your what's name yellow, that do you know, forget, sienna or yellow ochre. Get it like that, which is a nice dark colour, but add a little bit of it lighter yellow in it. Now that's about it.
Yule's boat. This was created by the engine of the other boat.
The bullet that punched through the hull of the boat indicated to us that it was put outboard motor. Also that the boat was traveling at high rate of speed for it to be able to punch through the fiberglass and continue on through and over the top of the other boat.
Other information about the perpetrator's boat came from an unlikely source. Harry Yule's office. The medical examiner found
through